everyone,
Yo!
welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. This week we got ourselves a kill team game. It's been a while since we ran one, and
It just felt like it.
I wanted to play a kill team game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a kill team game here. It's 250 points of 1,000 Suns
Versus Tau.
So let's get to the armies and get to the action. See you in a bit.
Alright, so here's going to be my 250 point Tau Broken Step kill team for Heralds of Ruin. So, starting off with my leader, it's going to be a Fire Warrior Sashui, however that is appropriately pronounced. He's going to be bringing along just a bunch of photon grenades, a pulse rifle, and one Markalite drone. Next onto core is going to be 15 identical Fire Warriors, all carrying pulse rifles. And lastly, for elite, or just the third option, is going to be a broadside Sashui, once again, however that's pronounced, with a heavy rail rifle and 2 smart missile pods, smart missile systems. And that's my army.
Alright, here's going to be my 252 points, I'm a little over, points of 1,000 Suns. Let us start off with my leader, which is going to be a Scarab Occult Sorcerer. He's going to have himself his Inferno Combi Bolter, Force Stave, Pinions of the Primarch, Teleporter, and a Spell Familiar. And his psychic power, other than Smite that he knows, will be Boon of Mutation. Moving on to my cores, I've got 2 Rubric Marines, running with just their Inferno Bolt Guns, no other upgrades for them. And moving on to my specials, I have 3 identical Scarab Occult Terminators that have Inferno Combi Bolters, Power Swords, and Teleporters. And that is my 252 points of 1,000 Suns. Okay, and here we are deployed for our last chance game mode from the Feudal War section. In this one, there is a singular objective in the middle of the map, and whoever controls it gets a victory point at the end of their turn equal to the number of rounds of the current battle round. So if somehow one of us manages to grab it turn 1, it's worth 1 victory point, but on turn 5 it's worth 5.
Yeah. Ramps up.
Yeah, ramps up. In addition to that, there's First Blood, Linebreaker, and Assassin, which is worth D3, which is kill the other person's leader character. So yeah, as it stands, the 1,000 Suns finished deploying first by bringing 6 versus, 17?
17.
Yeah, okay. So I'll have the +1 to roll off when we roll to see who goes first.
Alrighty then. Want to do that now?
Yeah.
Boop.
Okay. Do you want to take first turn?
Sure.
I'll attempt to seize the initiative.
You do not.
Okay.
Alright, so Tau, turn 1. Turn 1 movement. No one moved. I like my position and I'm going to stay that way. At least for now. So, on to shooting. I think I'll start off with the broadside, firing its heavy rail rifle over into Tom's sorcerer. So he's got... and I'm not declaring any secondary targets. He's firing both shots that way.
I would argue that this guy is closer.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the closer thing.
Yes. So you can
Thank you for reminding me.
primary, secondary, same range.
In that
or
case,
just put both into that
I'm
guy.
just going to put both into sword guy.
Yeah.
So, 2 shots from the rail rifle going right into him, hitting on 3s. For 2 hits. And wounding on strength.
8 versus 4, so 2s.
Oh, wounding on 2s. For 1 possible wound.
So 5 up info. Nope.
And then d6 damage. For 5. Pooh! Alright, next up is going to be the different Fire Warriors, and just for ease of use, I'm going to be doing 5 at a time, just for, as I said, ease of rolling. So these first 5 are going to be firing at closest target, which I think is either the one lower. What is that? A Terminator or?
What?
No, those are Terminators.
Yeah.
The one lower or the Sorcerer? What would you say? For this group right here.
For the whole group?
Yeah.
I.
Or
Yeah.
if I have to spread it, I will.
It'd be so hard to tell just by quick look for the whole group. I'd probably say the two closest to this table edge would probably be closer to one of these guys.
All right.
But the other three probably are closer to this.
All right, then I'll split it that way. I was just trying to roll them all for easiness. So, in that case, these two firing at the rightmost Thousand Suns over there. So 2 shots hitting on 4s. 1 hit. And wounding on 5 versus
4.
4. So 3. No. And then 3 shots from the rest going into the Sorcerer. If I can hold my dice. So 3 shots hitting on 4s. For none. Alright. Then the next group over in the middle are, for the most part, even tilt. So I'm just going to shoot at the other Terminator to the right. So 5 shots hitting on 4s. For all. And then wounding on 3s. For all but 1.
Okay. 2 up save. Failed 1. Command point, because I need all my guys alive. Okay.
Alright. And it is at this exact moment, I forgot that I have one dude with a mark of light. So I'm going to have him go next. 1 shot with a mark of light, hitting on a 4. Going for that dude right there. No. Okay, well, oh well. And then the last of them is going to be, I'm just going to split it with the 2 hitting the one all the way on my right, and then the 3 hitting the one in the middle. So starting with the 2 on 4 ups, both hit, wounding on 3 Terminators, different toughness.
Nope, they're tough 4.
Oh, on 3s for both possible wounds. For your 2 ups.
2 up save. Got both.
Alright. And then the last 3 going to the last one. Hitting on 4s, which 1 hit. Wounding on 3s for 1 possible wound.
2 up save. Made it.
Alright. And that's the end for my turn. On to Thousand Suns turn 1.
Okay, turn 1 for the Thousand Suns. Teleported up my 3 Terminators, actually getting kind of below average teleports for them, but moving up a wee bit. Advanced both of these. There's nothing within 24-inch range of any of my guns or my psychic powers, so the only thing that's going to happen is I'll attempt a boon of mutation on my sorcerer.
Alright.
And 8 is enough to get it, so... And I got a total of a 7 on the table. So a 7 on the table is the eyes open, which just allows me to pick one of the results from the table other than Spawn Hood or Demon Hood. And I picked Temporal Distortion to add 3 to my move characteristic.
Fair enough.
So I really need to get across the board.
Yes.
So that is it for Thousand Suns turn 1, because I've got nothing within range that can shoot or do any other psychic powers.
So, turn 2 for Tau. Once again, I have not moved, so right on to shooting. Where this time I've remembered I have a Markalite, so I'll start with that. So, 1 shot for the Markalite, going into the closest target, the guy up front, hitting on a 4. Hits. Next up is going to be the broadside firing his... everything. First at the closest target, but he's going to put both his rail rifle shots into the first target.
Okay.
Then for both of his smart missile systems, he's going to put 1 missile into the front guy, and then 3 into the right, 3 into the left. Heavy rail rifle, hitting on 3s for both hit, and wounding on 2s for just 1.
1 5-up invul. Hey, actually made an invul. Okay.
Nice. And then I'll do the 2 missiles going into the main target and then break off into the 3s. So, 2 missiles hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and wounding on...
Should be strength 5 for
Yes.
missile. Tough 4 still.
So, wounding on 3s. Wounds.
2-up save. Made it.
Alright. And then I'll start with the right guy. So 3 smart missiles going into him, hitting on 4s. Sorry, 3s. But that's not going to make it anyway.
Marker lights.
Right.
Because marker light targets the units of 3-inch bubble, which gets the other 2 guys.
That'll do it. And then wounding on 3s. For 1 possible wound.
2-up save. Made it.
And then lastly, the sorcerer is getting it with 3 4-ups. 3-ups, I keep saying it. So 1 hit and wounding on a 3. No. Alright, so continuing the shoot phase with this leftmost group going into the closest unit, or model in this case. 5 shots hitting on 4s. For 2. No 1s to re-roll. And wounding on 3s. For 1 possible wound. You're 2-up.
My 2-up. Made it.
Ah. Next group of 5. Same target. Hitting on 4s. Reroll 1. 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. For 2.
2-ups. Made both.
Alright, last group, same target, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, 4 hits, and wounding on 3s. For all of the above.
2-ups. Command point.
Ah! Alright, well, that is it for... I was about to say Thousand Suns. Alright, that is it for Tau. On to Thousand Suns, turn 2.
Alright, turn 2 movement. Just move these guys their base movement because they're just within range of getting some shots in. Flew him up 8 inches. Teleported both the other 2 Terminators. Getting actually decent teleports for both of them.
Like 9 and 10.
So, getting on the objective and being in range basically to shoot with all of my guys finally.
Yup.
I'm going to go into the Psychic phase where I'm going to boot a mutation again. I would smite, but it would take away the target that these guys could shoot at. And might as well buff him again.
Fair enough.
With a 9, that's definitely enough. And that is a 7 again, which allows me to choose. So,
Which will you choose?
and I'll choose the one particular boon that gives him +1 to psychic tests. That is in Esoteric Insight.
Nice.
So, yay. He now effectively has a +2 because of his special item from the armory. Alright, and starting the shooting part, this Rubric Marine is going to go ahead and shoot the closest fire warrior to him. Right there. He's got 1 shot at this range, hitting on a 3. Nope. Next down the line, doing the same thing. Successfully hit, wounding on a 3, because you're only tough 3. Successfully wounds, EP -2.
So, for all the stacked things, 5 up.
Yes.
No. I will spend a command point. No. Okay. It was worth a shot, and I had 6.
This one's going to go ahead and fire his 2 shots. Primary, secondary.
Alright. So, primary first.
Primary hitting on a 3. Secondary hitting on a 3. Yes. Wounding on a 3. Successfully wounds. Once again, AP -2 for his Inferno weapon.
Alright, and 5 up. No.
This guy, I think, is closer to the squad there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just the straight line forward.
Yeah. So the one that is slightly more bumped out will be his primary.
Yeah, the guy in the middle. Well, no, I see him right here.
Yeah, and then the one to next to him, yeah, right there, will be his secondary.
Alright. So primary.
Hitting on a 3. Successfully hit. Wounding on a 3. Nope. Second one, hitting on a 3. Yep. Wounding on a 3. Successfully wounded.
And technically not in cover.
So you'll have a 6 up.
6 up.
Yep.
No. That's like 3 ones.
He's going to go ahead and shoot his closest one primary and the one next to him secondary.
Meaning these two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Primary on a 3. Nope. Secondary on a 3. Yes. Wounding on a 3. Yes.
5 up. No, that's another 1.
Okay, well that's going to be it of my shooting, and that you're going to have to do
A morale-ish thing.
a whole bunch of pinning or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
nerve tests, because you lost a bunch of people from shooting.
Yep. So, morale time. Because this unit lost 2, that unit lost 1, that unit lost 1. I know they're not actually units, I'm just saying it that way. So starting from left going to right, this one's going to have a 6 up because he's outside of the field for inspiring presence of the Sashui, however you pronounce that. So I've got to get a 6 or below on 2 dice. With a 3, he's good. And then from here to this one, they're all going to be 7s, so 7 and belows. So next down the line, I got a 7. So he's alright. Or is it, I have to get below my leadership?
It's the number or below.
Sweet, number or below. Next one down the line, 7 or below. He, and just for reference wise, I'm going to have them just turn around for the ones that are hiding. Next down the line, he just makes it. Next, he does not. Got to turn him around. Next down the line, he is fine. Next up, he is also fine. And now we're up to the other catwalk for him. 7, he's good. Next up, a 5, that's good. Him, 3, he's fine. And this one's going to be a 6 or below. For 5, so he's fine. So only
Need
2
two
hit.
that need to go in hiding.
Yep, and I'll figure out the specifics of hiding. Alright, so Tau turn 3 movement. I had just the ones that can move shore up a little bit more towards the Sashui. And outside of that, nothing else moved. Just for the rules of hiding, these two had to be at least 6 inches away and 50% obscured, or like out of line of sight. And there's not really that many options for the terrain that I'm at, so the other option is just keep them where they are and they hunker down and don't do anything. So that's what I'm doing with both of them for this turn.
Fair enough.
So that out of the way, on to shooting. I'm actually going to start with all of my fire warriors, but I'm going to do them kind of one at a time.
Okay.
So just starting going left to right, this is going to be a bunch of dice, and unless otherwise stated, I'm going to be firing at that Terminator in the front with both shots for everyone.
Yeah, trying to get him out of the way to get the broadside to be able to shoot at someone else.
Yep. So, starting as I said, left to right, hitting on 4s, both hit, wounding on 3s, just 1.
2 up save. Made it.
Alright, next down the line, 4 ups, no. And next down the
You
line,
didn't mark a light yet.
I haven't marked a light yet. Thank
you would have
you.
been able to reroll that one. You might
I
wanna
would
mark-
have been able to, but I haven't done it yet. My next will be the Markalite.
Yeah.
He is unable to shoot, so next is Markalite. So it's going to be one shot hitting on a 4, and because he can actually shoot with his other gun, I'm declaring his target as that same model. So on a 4-up, Markalite. No, I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll that.
Yeah.
Got it with a 5. Alright, so next down the line, now re-rolling 1s, is this guy, hitting on 4s.
Still haven't fired his one shot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you go ahead and...
Well, I'll finish this one and then roll the 1 dice for him, because I got dice happy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. 1 hit. 1 possible wound.
2 up.
Alright. And then the one shot from the Sashui.
Missed.
Missed. Alright.
Next, can't fire.
Sorry about that. Next is can't fire. Him hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. Wounds.
Reroll that 1.
And that reroll is also a 1.
Okay, 2 up still. Okay.
Next, last one for the on the ground. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s for nothing. And then the last 4 up on the catwalk there. So hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Both possibly wound.
2 up. Made both.
Oh my god. Next guy, 4 ups. I wanted that for him. Wounding on 3s. 1 possible wound.
2 up.
Second to last, hitting on 4s. No. Last, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. For 1.
2 up.
I get the distinct feeling I should have just brought another one of him.
Probably. we didn't. I had no idea what you brought, and you had no idea what I brought.
Yeah.
And if I remembered the fact we had to record it today, not tomorrow,
It would have been a completely different list.
It would have been a whole bunch of demons.
Demons.
In which case, that would be doing basically nothing, and it'd be all the fire warriors killing everything.
Yeah. Alright, and finishing off the shooting with the... I'm just going to put... I really want to, but... I'm going to be putting the heavy rail rifle, both shots into him, and then for the smart missiles, 2 shots into him, 1 from each, and then the rest into the other Terminator.
Fair enough.
Alright, so starting with the heavy rail rifle, hitting on 3s, 1 hit, wounding on 2s, wounds, and that does an automatic mortal wound.
It does, in fact, do an automatic mortal wound. 5 up invul. Made it.
So he at least takes the 1.
Yes, he has 1 wound remaining.
Alright, and then for the smart missile systems, the 2 shots going into him, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, both hit and wounding on 3s for 1 possible wound.
2 up save.
Hey!
Nice.
Damn it! So close. And then the last of the missiles going into him, so 6 shots hitting on... Oh, can I count correctly? Yeah, yes, I can. 6 shots hitting on 3s for all but 1, and then wounding on 3s as well for all but 1.
Alright. 2 up save. Made them all.
Damn it. Alright, well that's it for Tau. Turn 3 on to Thousand Suns turn 3.
Alright, movement for turn 3. Continuing to teleport out my front guys here. got a relatively small one with him, but got an 11-inch teleport with this guy.
Which is pretty good for you.
Then I just basically moved up the sorcerer in regular movement. He is just within range to hold this, and closest model is the one group of fire warriors that are up here. That guy, for when I go for a smite.
Alright.
And these two walk forward, hit the terrain, and basically stop walking at that point because their movement was done. Yay, 5-inch base. And slowing terrain.
Yep.
They'll get into position to take over holding the objective for next turn. So for now, on to Psychic Phase. I'm going to start off with a Smite. Well, start and end with a Smite.
Fair enough.
+2 to this because of the Pion and his one thing from Boon Table. Well, that +2 makes that an 11.
Alright, well that's D3.
D3 mortal wounds. For 3.
Okay, well,
I think
that's all 3 of them dead.
yes.
Because that's how that works.
Yep. Bloop.
Multi-kill.
Alright, well that's it for Psychic Phase.
Damn, that was a successful psychic phase for you.
Yep. And next, he's going to go ahead and shoot primary, secondary, tertiary, next one.
Alright.
'Cause
Next one.
I forgot just immediately off the top of my head what the fourth one, primary, secondary, tertiary.
Tertiary?
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear viewers, what's the irary of 4?
Don't know. Primary target, hitting on a 3.
No.
Nope. Secondary, hitting on a 3. Yes. Wounding on a 3. No. Tertiary. Yes. Wounding on a 3. Yes.
5-up save.
Yep.
No.
And
I'll pull him.
Fourth one. Hit. Wounding on a 3. Wounded.
5-up save. No, that's 2 more dead. And then him.
Primary 2, secondary 2.
Alright. Leaving a charge target.
Basically. Primary 2. 1 hit, 1 miss. Wounding on a 3. Wounded. 6 up.
Yep. 6 up.
Hey,
You made it. I made a save.
And then the guy who's taking cover, he's hit twice. And wounded twice.
Oh. It's not very good cover. He's kind of out in the open. 2 6-ups. No, he's dead.
Yeah.
And cover guy.
And then from back here, he's not in rapid fire, so he's just going to do primary, secondary with his 2 shots.
Okay.
Primary, successfully hit. Wounding on a 3. Wounded.
6 up. No, would have made a 5. He's dead.
And then secondary, successfully hit. No.
Okay. Boop.
I'm just going to actually group these together because I want to leave one no matter what, so these 2 are going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. No. Alright, well that's it for shooting.
Charges.
Yep. Terminator going into this dude, and technically also declaring a charge on him, but you're going to, for the greater good, literally everything.
Everything, yes. Alright, so I need some dice. So, starting off the Overwatch with all of the different pulse rifles going into him. So it's going to be a total of 10 shots, hitting on 6s. With 2 actual hits. I would not... No, never mind. That's only during my shooting phase.
Yes. Now,
So I couldn't have fired a
you
Markalite?
can fire
Damn
a
it!
light in Overwatch, and it affects just the Overwatch phase.
Okay, well, I did not know that, and it is now too late. He has not fired his...
But you also didn't roll any 1s.
I rolled 1-1.
Okay. I mean, I'd recommend you doing that before you fire the broadside.
Yes, as technically he's in this shooting anyway. So, wounding on 3s for those 2.
Well,
There's the ones.
Yeah,
I found them. They're right there.
yeah.
Alright, then the Markalite going in, hitting on a 6.
No.
No. And They did about as well as I thought they were going to. You know what? Might as well. Next is going to be all of the smart missile systems, hitting on 6s for 2.
There should be 2 more. It's 4 from each
2,
gun.
3,
isn't
4,
it?
5, 6. You are correct. You are correct. 2 more. So 3 actual hits. And wounding on 3s for 1.
2 up save. Made it.
And then lastly, the gun that actually matters, hitting on 3s,
You mean 6s?
hitting on 6s, which, screw it, command point.
Fair enough. You got 5. Oh,
Nope.
You just had to knock a guy back over.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, your charge distance,
Hold on.
while you fix a man, there we go.
Charge distance.
Oh.
Alright, him attacking, I guess, technically the closer one, just because where I put him.
Yeah.
Eh.
You could have put him right here and been able to attack both.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, just going with the way Kill Team works, yeah, I'll put him here. I wanted him here so he could do a 3 consolidate to up here. So he's just up the ladder already.
With a 10, could he actually just round the corner around and be behind them and get the ladder up that way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I guess 1 on each then. Hitting on a 3 on, I guess, the guy crouching.
Okay. No.
And on a 3 on the other guy. Yes. Strength 4 versus tough of 3, so wounding on 3s. Wounded, AP minus 3, so that's just
Yeah, he did.
power swords.
Blah. I said blah, damn it. And then he's still in combat, so I get my 1 attack.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on a 5. No.
Oh, melee isn't what they're renowned for.
No, it is not, but they haven't been great at shooting either.
Well, that's going to be the end of turn 3 for the Thousand Suns, and I'm going to take 3 victory points for holding the point.
Yep. Alright, so on to Tau Morale. Alright, so Tau Morale. I'll start this way, and I'm going to be going with the nerve tests first, and then end with the route test.
Yes.
So, nerve test for him, going with, he's within the 6 inches, so, below a 7. He's fine. Next, below a 7.
He's not.
He is
Super not.
Like, can he flee? Next is going to be down there. He's fine. And at this point, for models lost, he is now involved, so I have to do a
Nerve test.
for him. He is fine with a 7. He's out of the way.
Also, he's not infiltrate, so he can't hide. I think hiding is only infiltrate.
Okay, well, I think it's either way. Even if he does it, he just can't shoot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Did I do the one on the ground?
You did. You
Okay.
passed.
So, with 1 failing that, it doesn't overly affect the route test, but here's the route test. I have to do basically the same thing.
Yeah, and it's based off of your leader.
Yeah, it's my leadership, so I'm going off of 7.
10. Well,
I
that's
route. I leave. You win.
Okay.
You spooked the Tau.
I guess the 5-up invols saved the day, because that stopped you from just killing 1 Terminator per shooting phase.
Yup. Damn. Alright. This is one of those moments where I had no idea what, like, army you were running. You had
I knew you were running Tau. That was the only thing I knew, because you said you wanted to run Tau in a kill team.
Yeah.
I had no idea what he was bringing, what special weapons. I didn't know he was going to bring a broadside. I actually forgot you could actually bring a broadside in a kill team.
I found out as soon as I looked at the list. Like yesterday when I made this list. I wanted a taste of Tau without having like the full 750 point game of Tau.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I'll probably run them next time. It might
Okay.
change.
Fair enough.
But yeah, they're not bad. It's just your 2-ups
Yeah.
and then your 5-ups that you've just continued to make.
Yeah, I had 2-ups, 5-ups across the board, pretty much.
Alright, well, I enjoyed this game. Hope everyone watching did as well. And have a good one.